Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Secures it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give out of the gun.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Thompson wants to throw. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Short gain on the play before he slides.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out on the field because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive. He does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think you saw a little bit right there in that nickel package now setting up 4th and long.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to go deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Here's the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Thompson to throw. A little screen to the running back. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Berry. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up for it.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Wants to throw on first down. On a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Grove. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
They'll give it to the back. Breaks the tackle. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Under fire. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty cost him a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Wisely avoids the tackle with the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Punt is in the air. Makes a nice grab at the 25. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The give. There he goes. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're going to ride this running back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Thompson wants to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Snagged in the middle, it's Bush. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Oh, they're after him, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Running back searching for a hole. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. That one never had a chance, incomplete.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
They've got to find a way to get this guy into a rhythm. Here we go, starting the game. He's 1 for 7. They've got to find some easy completions, 3-step drops, RPOs, swing passes to the running back, something to get this guy some confidence, because he's not playing with any right now.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the 1st quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
After the 3rd down incompletion, the punt unit is on the field. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Here's the handoff. Hard running there. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to listen. Can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
The play action fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls in the deep ball. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
Jet sweep to the receiver. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Thompson to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Classic pressure coming from the defense's right side, and they get the quarterback to the turf.
And that's what those defensive ends in a 4-3 do. Those guys know how to get after the quarterback, play on an edge. Nice job rushing the passer, getting off the football, and getting to the QB and getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They go to the ground. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to the run. Plows through the defense. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the run.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Across the 45. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And into the end zone for a touchdown. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with a 60-yard run to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Duncan. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Gives it to the back on the draw. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Thompson wants to throw. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They'll leave it with him. Shakes off the defender. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Hopkins. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Duncan. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
So now it's 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's McNeil. Breaks into the open. All the way in for the touchdown. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the 2nd. So a drive there of 82 yards. And he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's locked. And the returner goes down. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. The give to the back. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Going with the ground game left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Lining up to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
They bring the punter onto the field now. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Thompson to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
To the air on 2nd down. They've got the screen set up. Fights off the defender. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. A strike downfield. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lott. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Give to the running back. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets rid of it. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front, and good job being physical by that D-line too.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Turning it on. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Leaves it with the running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Fires left. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a 1st half.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. Got it in the middle, it's Wallace. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Now down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Thompson to throw. Here's a heat. And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's locked. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? He'll keep it himself. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On third down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And here comes the punt team. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Thompson wants to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
He'll take another shot here.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads it left. Caught near the sideline, it's Duncan. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country, and you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to go up top on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Tampa. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Raymond James Stadium.
We are just about ready to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Thompson to throw. Hauls it in. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. Past the 45. Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
To the ground with the back. Sweet cut there. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try the right side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Thompson wants to throw. Buys a little extra time. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On the run, still looking. Across the 25, he's got room. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here, and you're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. There he goes. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the 2nd level and creating big lanes for this running back.
They'll give it to him again. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. He breaks a tackle, and he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. End off from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. Plucks it out of the air. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. I mean, you'd like to think your receiver in space can make a linebacker miss, but that's just a better job tackling by the defense.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. The hand to the running back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And I think you'll hear a little grumbling from the fan base, right? Third and long. I want to be aggressive. I want to throw the football. They get conservative. This offense is leading. Maybe that goes into the thought process a little bit.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the grab. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. He'll pull it on the read. Explosive run into the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 16.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Brings up second down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Handoff to the single back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Brings up third down.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Now the play fake. Got it! And it'll be a touchdown. Lining up for the PAT. Oh, they blocked the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Duncan. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Keeps it on the bootleg. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The change now on 2nd and long. Thompson to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. He wants to throw it again. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Going to the run, it's McNeil. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job on the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Bush. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Power score. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra.
And into the end zone for a touchdown.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Right back to the well. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Power football with the run. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the 35, he's loose. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, what a move. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Here's the handoff. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. He's got the tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Off the play fake on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Fires downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man on the right. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him. And he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Quickly complete.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
At the 25-yard line. Second down coming up.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Handoff to the lone back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Brings up second down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You can tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Grove. Snares it with those big hands and strolls into the end zone for the touchdown. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
Splits those uprights right in half. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Thompson wants to throw. And it's incomplete on third down.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. There is no doubt. At this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. And he needed every little bit of strength to somehow sneak that over the crossbar. And that lead grows even bigger. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jefferson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Second down coming up.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Going to swing it on second down. Finds his man. It's Jefferson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's taking a deep shot. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Turning it on! The 40! The 20! Into their happy place for a touchdown.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he caps things off with a scintillating 68-yard scoring run. Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give and tick, 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 tick. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Finding open areas. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.